I am totally testing something right now, and I wonder if this even has a microphone. I'm going to give a speech now about taking the hiset test. Okay. So first thing is about test anxiety. Remember, it's just a test. It's only a test. Is it the end of the world if you don't pass it? No. Okay. And when you're in there and if it seems like it's really hard, don't forget to breathe like you're blowing a whistle because it'll calm you down. Breathe out as far as you can, and then breathe in because that'll calm you down, okay? And it is just a test. Because do you get it? You still get test anxiety?
Yes.
Okay. It's just a test. It ain't the end of the world if not. So tell yourself that if you start getting freaky, anxiety, weirded out. Some of the test-taking strategies we talked about, make a plan. Write something out. Make a table. Draw a picture of it. Remember how we drew a picture of the distance between what a light year was and from the Earth to the star, and one was longer. So draw a picture of it, and remember you can narrow it down. And a lot of those you don't even need to know the Pythagorean theorem. You just have to use common sense. So just think about a problem, and don't think that you have to do some fancy formula to solve it. A lot of them you can just solve by looking at them and using common sense, or you can narrow it down some. Okay, and those are all test-taking strategies. Remember, you can use the one that we talked about was like reverse guessing and checking. If it's a multiple choice test, you got 5 really good guesses, and one of them is going to fit better, or a couple of them might fit better than the other ones. And anytime you can narrow it down some, you just increase your chances of getting that 8, okay, which is what you want to get. So make some kind of a plan in writing. Use some of those strategies we've been practiced on. Remember, if you're spending more than how many minutes on a question, to just make a best guess, how many minutes should you maximize it out on one question? No more than 4 or 5. If you're spending a whole bunch of time on a question and you don't get it, just make your best guess and then maybe come back to it. Because late in a question later on in the test, it might spark something that makes you remember something about how to do a problem, and use all your time. Because you didn't do that last time, did you? If you get done early, go back and look at some of the ones you didn't get. Something might have popped into your head. That happens sometimes. Like, oh God, now I remember how to do it. That's happened to me when I've taken a test. It's like I'll know how to do something. I just can't. It won't come to my mind, and then I'll leave early, and then I'll get out in the hall and I'll be like, oh shit, I knew how to do that, right? So don't use all your time. I said that. Oh, don't forget to use your calculator, because sometimes I think you didn't use it. You remember all the stuff that it can do. If you forget how to reduce a fraction, it'll reduce it for you. Use that magic fraction button and use it. I mean, you should maybe write out what you're going to push into the calculator and do it a couple of times, because a lot of times you might make a mistake, but do it a couple of times, okay? And you'll have time. I mean, 2 or 3 minutes per question is about what you got, and that's more than enough. It's 2 minutes is a long time, and I think you got about 2 minutes for each question. Okay, and don't forget to come back here and tell Tammy to call me, or you got my phone number, so you can just text me that you passed it or you didn't. Okay, let me know either way. Even if you don't pass it, it isn't that big of a deal. What happened last time? Were you pretty upset?
Yeah.
Okay, well, just a test, and have fun.
Yeah, okay.
That's the last one. Just try to have fun. Smile try to just smile and think about having fun. Okay? Think about what my dad did as a profession after he got Alzheimer's disease. Did I tell you what he was?
No.
I didn't go over what my dad did.
I didn't think so.
When he got Alzheimer's disease, he started to play the saxophone and he taught yoga. He was a saxophone playing yoga instructor. Have you ever been to a yoga class where they played saxophone?
No.
That's what my dad did for a living after he got Alzheimer's disease. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Can you imagine somebody teaching yoga and playing the saxophone?
It's pretty creative.
Yeah. Alzheimer's disease makes you more creative, and it also really makes you live in the moment because you don't remember anything. So you just live in the moment. You don't worry about the past or a test that you took 5 minutes ago because it's gone. So someday you're going to get Alzheimer's disease and nothing will really matter except what's right now in the moment. Okay. Let's see how long it was. My speech was exactly 5 minutes long.